I received some comments regarding the why retire at age 62 and not wait until you are 70. And there are some arguments about why you should not retire earlier than 70. I'm going to show you the comments that I received, and some of it are hurtful, but that's okay. This is social media. They are entitled to express what they want to express. So here's the first one. This came from Bill P. This is 5 days ago. I looked at my Social Security statement, and it appears to me that I should begin collecting federal welfare at 70. My check will be much larger. He calls this thing federal welfare. Did you not know that while you are working during your working years, you're putting money into this? They call it FICA. Okay? You paid in for it. You are entitled to collect. There may be a certain section of it that is so-called welfare, but that's just like any plan. You could have a private plan and it will have the same provision for non-working spouses and things like that. They will get the benefit also for you working. If you did not work, you will not receive any of the Social Security benefit. It is not a federal welfare program. Then, the same day, and this is after I responded back to him, I'm sure you get lots of clicks by advising people to be financially irresponsible. Financially irresponsible. My motive is for them to get clicks on my video. Delaying gratification is important to being financially successful. Wow, sure, that's true. The people who would even consider collecting at 62 have not been successful. That's what you think. You should not be encouraging this behavior. Hey, some people retire at 40, 45 and they're extremely successful. Okay. Next. This came from Webster H. Have you looked at your Social Security statement? The no-brainer is to wait until you are 70. And I'm going to show you why they're saying this, okay? Because on one hand, they're correct. On the other hand, they may not be correct. Then this is 6 days ago also. The biggest mistake is to begin collecting your federal welfare check. This one more guy who thinks that's a welfare check. You paid into it before 70. Your SS check will be much larger if you wait. True. And I'm going to show that to you. 15 hours ago, so he added, so do you advise people to smoke, stop exercising, drink to excess, and eat whatever they want to at 62 because you don't know how long you will live? You are deceiving people. First of all, smoking, not exercising, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Completely out of the question. Completely out of the question. And I am deceiving people? Is somebody else. Walter K. Wait until 70. Your check will be much larger. True. No need to make clickbait videos that mislead naive seniors. So you are naive. If you believe me, you are naive. That's according to him. Clickbait videos. Hurtful. But it's okay. It's okay. That's what we're going to talk about. Stay with me. Certain statements were made about deceiving naive seniors and deceiving people being financially irresponsible or leading them to a financially irresponsible decision. That's false. That's false. And I'm going to show you why. Now, there are only, about 3 or 4 people who gave me some negative comments out of 100,000 views that I have. But I will not assume that the rest do follow what I'm saying. I am sure that some people, like these people who commented on my vlog, also believe the same thing, but they're shy or they don't want to say anything. Well, That's not at all bad, because as they say, if you cannot contribute something positive, at least don't contribute something negative to the discussion. Now, let me show you why they're saying what they're saying. This is based on an actual numbers as of, like, I think it was a year ago when I vlogged that. So I'm using basically the same numbers. So here is one individual. Monthly benefit at age 70, he will be receiving $2,561. Now, keep in mind, your monthly benefit will depend on the amount of money you put into the system, the number of years you are in the program, and many such things. Don't ask me how they compute this, I don't know. But you could set up an account at Social Security Administration and figure it out there for your specific case. And in some cases, you may just want to make an appointment and discuss matters with the Social Security office, and you will get the numbers. So for a person to retire at age 70, he will receive $2,561. The same person will only receive $1,426 if he retires at age 62. Wow, that's a whopping $1,135 increased benefit by waiting until age 70. And that's what they're saying. They look at these numbers, oh, gee, no-brainer. They stop right there. Don't stop right there. The question I ask you is, how much did you not collect all those years while waiting for age 70 to get this higher benefit of $1,135? Instead of collecting this at age 62, you wait until you're age 70 to be able to collect $1,135 more. Here is the answer. $136,896, a whopping amount. Uncollected benefit between age 62 and 70. Okay? And how did I compute that? 1,426 monthly benefit multiplied by 12 months, because it's monthly, then multiply that by 8 years. That's the time you had to wait from age 62 to 70. So for that 8-year period, you were not able to collect $136,000. And why is that? So you can collect $1,135 a month. Here's the next step. Oh, before I get there, in reality, it is greater than this amount because of time value of money. But we are not going to talk about sophisticated statistics or calculation to compute time value of money. We just do a simple multiplication and division, okay? So, but keeping in mind, this could amount to a lot more. Now, how long would it take you to recover $136,896 uncollected benefit? Because you're getting more when you start collecting at age 70. Well, you divide that number by the incremental or increased benefit you will get, $1,135, and that amounts to 120 months or 10 years. I won't be surprised if this is even longer, like 12 years, because of the time value of money. Simply stated, if I receive $10,000 today, and I receive the same amount of $10,000 10 years from now, is it going to be worth more? Will I be able to buy $10,000 worth of goods today as I will 10 years from now? Unlikely, because of inflation. Okay? So, money earned today, meaning this one, is worth more than money you'll be collecting at age 70. So this difference in terms of purchasing power is going to be smaller. But let's not worry about, that's just concept. Let's not worry about calculation. So according to this, it will take you 10 years to recover that money that you missed. This is what you call your break-even point. Thus, if you know you will live past 80 years, and that is when you retire at 70 and you collect the money for 10 years, that means 80 years, it will be to your advantage to wait. So if you believe you will reach the age of 80, as I mentioned, maybe it will be 82 because of the time value of money, okay? But we're not going to get deeply into that. If you will pass 80, then you're better off waiting. You're better off waiting. Now, one of the things I said is, gee, the problem we have is we don't know how long we're going to live. And that guy commented alcohol, smoking, etc., which is totally irrelevant. If you tell me you will live up to age 90, then I will tell you from a financial standpoint, we'll talk about non-financial aspect later, okay? Then wait until you are 70. It'll be beneficial for you, but you don't know. I have a couple of friends, two of them. One, a police almost retired officer. His wife has been convincing him to retire. He keeps on saying next year. And guess what? He was not able to retire. I don't know what his age is. I forgot. He passed away, and his wife was so mad because he did not retire so that they could at least enjoy life. And this guy never smoked, exercises every day. But guess what happened? He didn't wake up one morning. You can really never tell how long you're going to live. So the question is, are you going to wait until age 70 for you to find out? Or while you're still young now and you can, as little as your Social Security benefit will be, at least enjoy it? Or as large as the potential benefit, but you cannot enjoy? Here's a question for you. Let's say you waited until 70, but then you died at age 70. How much money did you get? Zero. I will wait until 70 because I will get 1,135 more per month. And I die at 69 or 70. You did not collect a single penny. But not everything is money, so we'll talk about other things to consider. The question you ask yourself is, why is the government giving me more money? It is because of this. They're gambling on you. Well, I'll pay you more if you wait. They're gambling on you not making it to that age. If you make it to that age, good. They'll be more than happy to pay you. They gained through time value of money. But if you die before then, guess what? They get to keep all the money. You get nothing. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the statistics. The average life expectancy for men and women are worldwide average 70.6 years old for men, 75 for women. Worldwide. Philippines. Men average 67.4. Women 75.6. Well, United States. Higher, 74.5 for men, 80 for women. And guess what? Nothing here exceeds 80 years old. This is just statistics. Some die much younger, some die much older. But on average, this is what it is. This is what it is. Remember the story I told you? I had a friend, perfectly healthy. Oh, I'm going to retire next year, perfectly healthy, and just did not wake up one day. I got this data from worlddata.info/life expectancy.php. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. It has all the statistics for all countries. But you should just look at the worldwide average because you can really never tell when you're going to die. But if you want to be more optimistic, use the United States. But you say, gee, but I'm Filipino, should I use Philippines? Well, normally I would say, yeah, you'll use Philippines. But if you have been in the United States like me for like 50 years, I have been eating Western food, okay, all the time, which is generally more healthy than Philippine food, okay? And my habits has now become or acclimated to being U.S. Resident or citizen. And maybe what will apply to me will be the 74 to 80. My dad passed away at 77. I'm now 72. I'm getting close, right? I'm now probably on my bonus years. But anyway, this is just statistics. Some of you will die sooner, some of you will die earlier. The other important things to consider: what is your source of medical insurance? For example, Medicare. If you have none and you're just relying on Medicare, well, consider retiring at 65, because if you retire at 62, you're hoping to get that social security benefit, right? That will be significantly reduced because you will have to pay Medicare premium for Plan B, okay? Hospitalization is free for Plan B, and then you have to get either supplemental or Advantage program, and that could be very expensive. So consider retiring at 65 if you're only relying on Medicare insurance. Well, what is your medical condition? Some people are sick of working. Well, for some people, for example, those with arthritis, they don't feel like going to work, or they don't feel like doing this hard labor anymore, so it forces them into retirement. You have to consider that. You have to consider that. Just like some people are healthy and they're enjoying their work, they continue working. That's fine too. That's fine too. Now, what will you do? What to do when you retire? What hobbies do you have? Remember, boredom could be a cause of death. So if you retire prematurely and you don't know what to do, and then you're just watching TV every day and doing nothing at home, you may die sooner than you would have if you continued working. Something to consider. One viewer mentioned this to me and said, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." Think about spousal and survivor benefit. He is much older than his wife. His concern is when he passes away, with the spousal benefit, his spouse will get some of his benefit. I think it's like 50%. So if you're making 3,000, if your benefit is 3,000, let's say, she will wind up receiving 1,500 for as long as she continues to live. So that is something to consider. But if you are old, or if your wife also paid into Social Security, that will be taken care of. They will get the higher of the two benefits. If you're getting 3,000, he's only getting, let's say, 1,000. When you pass away, 1,000 will disappear, but he will continue to receive $3,000. Okay, so she will be taken care of at that point. What is your financial situation? Some people continue to work due to lack of financial resource. Well, if because of your lifestyle, the Social Security benefit is not going to fit, so you say, gee, it's going to be a major change. I'll have to sell my house and do this and do that for me to make everything fit. So you may want to continue working if that's what you do. And really, if you enjoy your work and you do not have any hobby, you don't miss anything, working is healthy. Working is healthy. But you need to know what you're missing out on. Extremely important. This is where a lot of people fail to analyze things. And that is the reason why when I did that vlog, I said strictly from a financial standpoint. Okay? Not taking into account all this consideration. But that's something you need to think about. Now, I want to caution you that the future benefit you'll be given, they'll say, okay, if you wait until 70, this is what you're going to get, is based on you continuing to work until retirement. If you stop working, your benefits will not grow simply waiting to collect for your benefit. It will probably just grow by the annual inflation. So let's say at 62, if you'll receive 1,500, and let's say at age 70, you'll receive 3,000. If you stop working at age 62, but you don't want to collect because you want to wait until you're 70, you will not get 3,000. You will probably get 1,500 plus the annual increment, much less than 3,000. So keep in mind, once you stop working, you're better off start collecting, okay, and take advantage of this. So to summarize, a lot of people just look at 2,561 at age 70, 1,426 at 62. Wow, 1,136, almost double. Okay, what I would have received, and that's true. Okay, but why is the government giving you this more money? It's because you have forgone collecting 136,896 uncollected benefit from age 62 to 70. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, I just gave you a summary of why it may not make sense to wait until 70. And in some cases, why it makes sense to wait until 70. Again, if you don't have any hobby, you really, really enjoy your work, continue working. That'll keep you alive and that will keep you happy. But strictly financial, this is what the picture looks like. Also, it depends on how you will age. If you wait and you're 90 years old, will you enjoy the greater amount of benefit with all the ailments you have? Maybe you can't see anymore, maybe you can't talk anymore, maybe you cannot walk anymore. Or would you rather collect lower benefit and, as small as it may be, at least enjoy it while you still can? That is precisely what I'm talking about. The decision is yours. So anyway, thank you very much for those people who gave me that comment. As hurtful as it may be, at least you're participating in the discussion and I'm able to clarify this thing. And as I said, it's not only 3 or 4 people. I am 100% sure there are some people there who don't believe what I'm talking about and who's thinking the same way, analyzing it the same way, and saying, gee, are you crazy? Why am I going to retire before I'm age 70? I'm just bringing this to your attention. Thank you very much for watching. I'll appreciate it if you can share this with other people, as it will benefit them as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you'll get notified of new postings. And please do click the notification bell. Oops, I think it's right here. The notification bell so that you will get notified of new postings. Thank you, God bless, and make it a great day.